Hello, everyone. Welcome back, and thank you for listening. Today, I want to talk about hanging on too tight. Um, in life, we tend to hang on tight to things, and this can create a real deep amount of stress in our lives and the lives of those who share our life with us. And that especially carries over in our children. We notice that our children are not able necessarily to express themselves in a way that maybe adults can, but they have big feelings. And I would venture to say that even us adults will find it hard to express how we're really feeling. And we do also have big emotions. And there's a lot of backstory as to why we have not necessarily been able to learn to express ourselves in ways that are healthy for us and for others. And when we're parenting children, this can really come out because our children are our mirrors, right? If we're feeling something energetically, they're going to pick right up on that. Several stories about that, and some of them are already posted in here. But the whole point is that they do notice our energy, and because they're not necessarily understanding why they're feeling the way they are and why we are feeling the way we are, their reactions can be very enlightening, actually, right? So we can take them as frustration and hang on too tight to what should be, and instead of being in the moment of flow and really looking into what's happening and becoming the observer, becoming aware to gain understanding. So what I want to say here is that in parenting, it tends to be, so if we talk about masculine and feminine energies, and I'm not talking male and female, I'm just talking about the nature of a masculine energy. They haven't come up, there's no new words for this yet, but anyway, it's very driven, very task oriented is a masculine energy, and we all have both within us. Whether we're male or female, this is something that we both all have, and that balance is or harmony between the two. I would prefer harmony because balance is momentary, right? But harmony is flow. And so because parenting tends to fall into a very masculine energy, getting things done, getting the housework done, getting the kids out the door, getting them over to school, camp, whatever it is, and moving along in the day, we have our own either work schedules or other things that we're doing. So yeah, the task oriented part of parenting can be very, very draining, actually, if we remain in that. Whereas if we can bring in and not hang on too tight and bring in that flow, that feminine energy of flow and allowance and observation and awareness and looking deeper into what's happening rather than staying attached to an outcome, but instead becoming more aware of how we can adjust and change and shift. So yeah, this is not meaning, of course, that you don't get things done. But let me give you an example of, I teach crochet. So that's a side thing I do, and I love it. I love it because I'm actually teaching adults. And what's really neat about that is that adults have a tendency to hang on tight when we're making stitches and they have to build on these stitches. If they've made them too tight in the beginning, oh my gosh, it's so much harder to build on that. But when they loosen up, allow some flow, then the stitches become more open, and the acceptance of the building of the stitches, oops, along the way, sorry about that, also allows them to build upon that, right? So there's this kind of flow. So can you see that in your life as a parent? Can you see yourself allowing that feminine energy and for allowance and still getting things done, but in a little bit more gentle way? Not that it's not also a determined way, but in a way that is an allowance for the space needed to get to the next thing and everybody coming along with you. So let's see, an example. You probably would love an example, a real life one. So when I was much younger, and I had my 4 children by then, we had a meeting to go to. It was a school night. We had a meeting to go to after dinner, and my children were, they were getting their homework done. I was trying to get dinner done, but there's a mounting of stress happening in the household, right? Oh, we got to get this done. We got to get that done. It's all got to get done, right? It's all got to get done. And then my little girl, who was preschool, and she started I looked down at her, and she was like about to have a meltdown. She was, I could see that she was very stressed. So I scooped her. I stopped what I was doing, turned off the stove, and went and sat down with her. And we just rocked in a rocking chair for a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. And we sat and we rocked and we rocked. And what happened for me was my stress level began to come down as her stress level began to come down. And the two of us rocked and we rocked and we got calmer. It's equivalent it's equivalent to something like breathing, right? Changing the energy of myself and my daughter actually helped the rest of the household to also come into a more calm atmosphere and get things done. I became calmer, which meant that my responses became responses rather than reaction. They were able to move through, the stress has lifted, and we were able to get things done. So, what is it in your life that you can do to add more of that feminine energy and break that masculine do, and expectation of rigid getting things done, to loosen up and to allow things to flow a little more? You're still getting things done, but actually with more ease, right? So where in your life, I'm asking you the question rhetorically, but if you care to comment below, that would be awesome, because I'm sure what you have to share and your bravery in sharing will actually assist others who are reading and listening to this post. So yeah, just breathe and break the energy, bring in some creativity, bring in something that will allow you to move through life, still getting done what you need to get done, but allowing the flow as well. So that's my tip for you today. I hope that it is helpful. And again, I'm Laura, the the parenting doula of the Resilient Mama Movement Academy. So the Resilient Mama Movement Academy is the website, and we also have a Facebook group, which is the Resilient Mama Movement. So join us and benefit from more information, ask questions. We're very much in the flow of having interactions. So we look forward to hearing from you. Okay, you have a good one, and much love to you. Until next time.